Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. So we got a little bit of a update here. We're doing a short run test the audio on stuff. We are running a little bit late, I would say. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. So we got a little bit of a update here. We're doing a short run test the audio on stuff. We are running a little bit late, I would say. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. So we got a little bit of a update here. We're doing a short run test the audio on stuff. We are running a little bit late, I would say. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. So we got a little bit of a update here. We're doing a short run test the audio on stuff. All right. So we're gonna do a small short run today. We are running a little bit late, I would say. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. So we got a little bit of a update here. We're doing a short run test the audio on stuff. All right. So we're gonna do a small short run today. We are running a little bit late, I would say. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. So we got a little bit of a update here. We're doing a short run test the audio on stuff. All right. I believe that should work. A small short run today. I'd say if you can type in the comments, let me know on the audio how everything sounds, if music's good, also the locomotive audio, and also the audio for the... Alright, I believe that should work. A small short run today. I'd say if you can type in the comments, let me know on the audio how everything sounds, if music's good, also the locomotive audio, and also the audio for the... Alright, I believe that should work. A small short run today.
392, 525. So that's you there, over.
All right, copy that. Yeah, we're stopping real quick, gonna change it and get it reinitialized, over.
And yeah, those totals were already in those for that train, so.
And then, I guess bring it up somewhere towards T&O off of crossings that you could find, over.
All right, bring it up towards T&O.
That's correct, over.
791,
Thanks, Betcha. Go 5, over.
Yeah, we was just getting everything situated, boss. We're pulling on them right now.
Hello, hello, hello. That might be the case. Okay, mic check. Okay, mic is back on. All right. So I just got these headphones, and they're like $50. So this button is actually the microphone mute and power button, I'm guessing, and then you got the volume. So that's cool. I accidentally muted myself. So can everybody hear me? We got 5 people watching. We're just doing a little test run, waiting for Otto to give us the signal out the yard. And he has given me a yellow, so we are good to go. Now the $1 million question is, train's going good, audio's good. That's back up and running. Okay. We are going to minimize that. Get this back up on here. Get back to like music. And then we'll play that one there. Now we'll get back onto this guy. That's there. Now at least I can hear what I've got going on. All right. Well, hopefully you're having a great Friday night. The stream started late due to the fact that I had some honeydews I got to do. So, music-wise, we've got no music. Settings, go back to this guy here. What do we got going on here? Let's see what we got going on. That's not working. No music. Audio all clear. I can hear you. Okay. Gotta get going to bed. All right. Take it easy, Mr. CSX. What's up, Mr. Soldier Face? Try and get this audio here. I think it says dual. Nope. Okay, so we've got two things of issue here. It's fun whenever you add more things to something that's already been built, and you're having to work out the bugs on a live feed with audio. So default, that's going to be switched to... That is my Hennessy, this is my 65 series. So boom, that goes to that. Okay. Now that should play, I think. No. Because this is my Hennessy, okay. Okay, that's on that. So that is the Hennessy. Why is the music not working? Settings. Okay. Headset earphone, yeah. Well, that's what I had. Audio output. Desktop audio 2, and that needs to be switched over to... Would that be there in that case? Let's see. Yes, now we got music. Okay, cool. I think that's a lot better on that part. Because it's somewhat loud in these guys. Which I can hear everything, but if somebody gets on the channel or feed or whatnot, we'll see how that works. So, let's start rolling. Center, forward, okay. Engine is there. Bail out. Corrupt train detected, lead unit. Well, whose train is that? Hopefully it's not mine. Release the parking brake and we'll start rolling. Audio is all clear. We got 5 people on the channel. Okay, cool, cool. Track speed is going to be 1.5 out the yard. So yeah, we're playing on campaign mode, and I've got like 300 trains on this map. Throughout the whole southwest portion of California, New Mexico and whatnot. Compared to 100 trains that they had. So we're gonna test out the MFDs. They did come up with the update. 6 people watching, say what's up in the comments. If you're new to the channel, thank you for tuning in. Plus also the new subscribers that have subscribed in the past couple of weeks, thank you for your subscription. It does give me the oomph to keep going with these videos. Track speed out the yard is going to be 1.5. Our distance, that's what we need to put in here so we can actually get to this guy here. Distance counter 5370. Distance setup, countdown, modify preset, X-Space 5370. Okay. No lock. 5370, 5370. Save preset. And then our end of train device. $27956. Modify ID code. Backspace on that. 27596. 27956. 956. Accept. Comm test on the bad boy. Comm test passed, and we're gonna arm. All right. Our EOT is armed, and we are good to rock and roll. Which now what we can do is we can start counting down our distance startup, our distance counter. That way we know when we are out the yard, so we can rake it up to 50 mph. And put a test on the MFDs. So one thing they did new is on the bottom of the MFDs, you've got your comments, and that tells you the things that you got to do if you go into emergency and stuff like that. So another thing that you see in the view is on the left side here. That is the aspect display. Auto's got me all right up ahead. So, which what we can do is make that a little bit bigger here so you can see it. So we'll get our video capture here and make it a little bit bigger. Boop. So yeah, that guy right there. That's the aspect display, which you'll see it move whenever auto does give me the clear signal up ahead. And alerter. So I had to get a new mouse. My kids broke my mouse. They're like, Daddy, can we use your computer? For what? To play math games. Okay. And I never knew kids could fight over a mouse. Do a shave and a haircut. There we go, Mr. CSX. We got 8 people going, all right. Track speed 1.5 out the yard. So one thing I noticed on this guy here is whenever I'm playing, our message options, man, they're somewhat of a headache, and I don't like them because they just get in the way, because I've got so many trains on here. It just pings messages like crazy, and it just keeps that whole left side full of things being said, which is insane. So like the purple lettering, it'll say it spawns a train, and then it says 1 unit stopped at a red signal. So he's got his work cut out for him. If you want to be a dickhead to me, Otto, I'll make you work your ass off. I'll give you 300 trains to dispatch. See how you like those apples. So we got 2,700 feet before we get out the yard here. And see how that goes. Which we will see what Otto's got for me. Oh, look at that. He's gonna have me wait. What? What are you doing, Otto? Dude, Otto, what are you doing, man? I'm right here. What is he doing? Get that shortened down. Yeah, Otto's got a train lined against me. Unless he decides to get him switching straight. Yeah, last time he had him switch straight. Throw the switch, Otto. Figure it out. That unit may be going to West Colton. Let's see what he is. Yeah. MNPC to WC West Colton. Alright, so yeah, he's gonna go on to main 1, and then go around and get into the West Colton receiving yard. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. We're gonna be sitting waiting on 1. Got 10 people watching, hell yeah. Say what's up in the comments if you can. We're doing a short run, and we're going a little bit fast. Alright, distance counter, we have cleared out the yard. Get our dynamics set to dynamics on 5. Hopefully everybody's had a good week so far. My week was, man, golly damn, it's insane. It's crazy. It's busy, it's slow, busy, it's slow. It's like, what in the world? You know, yesterday I didn't make shit. Today I didn't make diddly squat. I had zero income today. I cleared out jobs that I'd sold, got those done, went back for one on a customer that a guy went out to and fucked up a shower valve, and I'm like, damn, dude, seriously? I'm like, why are you sending me out to his call? And dude's like, well, you know how to work on the shower valve. I'm like, yeah, I know how to work on it, but golly darn it, make him figure his own shit out. And like, all right, let me go in there. So it is a Toto 2-handle shower valve. One controls the thermostatic temperature and the other one controls the water function, which is on and off, and temperature. Or I'm sorry, the bottom one controls the temperature, which turns on to cold and then to hot. The top handle controls the tub shower, or the tub spout, or the shower. So just the trim for this tub shower valve, it is discontinued. They do not make it anymore. Okay, so the manufacturer stopped making the product, which is bullshit. And there's sub companies that make the product, but it's not the same. But it is expensive. Just the trim, which is the cover plate on the shower wall, the handles, the scushings that cover the actual valve body that sticks out that the handle connects to, $560. That is just a product. That's not including shipping. The whole entire brass assembly, which is behind the wall, and the trim, $1,600, not including shipping. I told the homeowner, I said, you're lucky that I know how to work on these and I can skin a cat more than one time because they got 9 lives. I love killing cats. I ain't lying. I skin them every day at work. Come on, Otto, figure your shit out. Give me a green. So, where do I work? I'm a plumber. I'm a licensed plumber. I'm a journeyman plumber. I do residential and commercial plumbing service, which is repairs, installs, and maintenance. And so the set screw that screws the handle adapter, which is a brass device that's small as hell. You've got the screw, or you've got the actual brass body itself that sticks out, and then you've got an adapter that's got a bunch of teeth on it that screws on, that slips on, and has a screw that keeps it in place. Well, that screw wasn't the screw for it, and the handle kept pulling out and popping off. So we tested out a Moen 1222, which is it's a tub shower valve, but the screws that actually screw the trim plate to that device, I was able to get it to catch, and I'm like, perfect, it fits, the threads match. So I got the measurement, set her down, and popped it in, and got that adapter put on to the shower valve. And we're just rolling up to the light here. Just slowly rolling up to it. I get that put on there. Okay, it's secure, it's not moving. So now I've got the handle, and there's an Allen screw inside there that I've got to screw and tighten down. That way the handle stays onto the adapter. I get on there and I'm like, man, the motherfucker's not catching. Screw. I'm like, damn, tell me it's not fucking stripped. Sure enough, it is. So I call my supplier. I'm like, hey, dude, what can we do? This Allen screw is stripped to the handle. And he goes, well, we can tap it out. I'm like, okay, we can tap it out. I'm like, all right. So we put new threads into it with the bigger Allen key screw, and that cat got skinned twice. So I saved the homeowner, yeah, $560, and then waiting time for stupid Toto handles. Come on, Otto, what are you doing? Yeah, we're waiting on one. We are waiting on one. Yeah, we are waiting on one train. So that cat got scanned. That's set to go. and customer's happy, which she's an old lady. She's on a conference call, and she's all like, I'll be on the phone till from like 10 o'clock to 1. I'm like, all right. So I just go back there and give her a thumbs up and like, you're good to go, deuce. And yeah, it's in plumbing, you gotta make shit work whenever you gotta make shit work, especially for a senior. It's like, all right, dude, you already paid. You should be paying for my services and my knowledge on how to fix your shit that's fucked off that nobody makes anymore. But waiting on one. Come on, Otto. I see his light down there, I think. I see his light. So he's slow rolling it. Nano TX YouTuber. The light is red. Yes, it is. I can make it green real quick, but I don't feel like it. He knows. I've got that aspect display right there showing me. Shoot, I can pull right up to the light and just get right up on it. We're just running dynamics on too. We're just creeping up to the light. So that one's done, and I'm like, all right, dispatch, what do we got next? He's like, well, the nail salon you're at, that you installed 2 drains for, those guys, and he called back and said the drain came apart again, which I'm like, damn, this is my 3rd time fucking with this drain. And the way it goes is your nail salons, you sit in a chair, somewhat like this, but it's more reclined, and it's got a bowl in the back to where you wash their hair at. Well, the bowl, the drain, goes into a basket strainer. That basket strainer has a drain that goes to the wall. Well, this drain is tubular and it's flexible, so that hair sink reclines forward and back, and it also it swivels forward and back and moves forward and back. So the drain has to be loose and flexible for the sink to work the way it's supposed to. So you can't hard pipe it. So you got to use tubular fittings, which are accordion style. Okay, and went back and I was using compression style accordion fittings, and they kept just popping off. I tried gluing and everything. I'm like, well, golly damn it, let me just do straight accordion flared fitting, see what that does. So coming up to the light right here. See, I've got his lights right there, but I don't know what the hell Otto's doing. See, I've got 2 reds up ahead on the block. So what are you doing, Otto? Oh yeah, train light off, right? Pop it to dim. Now we dropping sand all the way down the line. Alright, put up park and brake. Alright, park and brake set. Units in center neutral, which auto stop is going to be 4.56 minutes. And back to that. Thank you, man train. Yes, sir. So I go back there. I told my supplier, I'm like, all right, give me 2 of the accordion flared style branch extension pieces. And I said, this damn hair salon is being a pain in the ass on what I've installed. So we're gonna try this route. And which the guys are cool. It's under warranty. Go out there, pop it in, 5 minutes done. Next one, let's go. Because dispatcher told me this morning, he's like, I ain't got no calls on the board. I'm like, what do you mean? It's fucking Friday. People are supposed to be doing shit. No. So I have another pending call, which was for a commercial building. So first call was a residential, which was a house. The second call was a nail salon. That's a strip center, 2nd floor, commercial building. So the license I carry, I can work in both areas, commercial and residential. I can work inside schools, I can work inside strip centers, Walmarts, wherever. I can perform plumbing service work. Oh, look at there, he dimmed his lights for me. Isn't that very nice? right, Otto, what you got? Do not line this train inside of my track here. Oh boy. All right, we're clear. And he's got his ditch lights on. He's got his ditch lights on. Oh, yes. There you go. Shaving a haircut for you, Mr. CSX. So, that's what my license gets me to do. So, my third call I was waiting on, which they had sent me out to a leak in that elevator shaft. Now, this is for a house, a 3-story house that had an elevator. Well, they eliminated the elevator and they built in storage rooms. So they put in a floor, popped in shelves, made it like a pantry and whatnot. On the 3rd floor, 2nd floor, and the 1st floor they did, but they had a subfloor. Well, homeowner noticed it very humid and moldy inside there because they had just bought the house. Because the house is completely empty. And I'm like, well, golly damn, what the hell? This is the first time I've seen this. Because I've seen new home builds with elevator shafts, and it's a recess. It's pretty much like your elevation, your floor's up here. There's a recessed portion of the floor that all the equipment and stuff for the elevator goes, which are your hydraulic assemblies and all that fun stuff. Well, now it's just a recessed hole with a concrete in the bottom of the house. Well, that sucker's got about 4 inches of water in it. I'm like, that's not good. There's no sump pump and there's no drain line. But where's this water coming from? It's poured its rear end off for the past week. The ground is saturated. I'm like, okay, let's check around the house, which is a small plan house. This house is barely 2-car garage, entrance, 20 foot wide, if not 30. 30 foot wide, that's how wide the house is. Maybe a little bit more. Could be 40, but 30 I'd say, 35. There's our DPU. So to find out, he's got drain lines around the house. So on the front left side of the house, the gutter for the rain. Yes, TYLOL. People worrying about lights on the train never bothers me. I usually radio ahead and tell them which switch they set and then tell them, let's go, train horn and light. Well, we're waiting on Otto. Lights back on here. So, the front gutter on the left goes into the yard, into the street. The back gutter on the left goes into a drain pipe, which is a yard drain. Well, in the backyard, there's a pool. Now, this yard, I want to say, is probably 50 feet by 40 feet, if not maybe 60 by 40. It's a small yard. Well, there's a pool back there with straight concrete all the way. Complete whole backyard covered in concrete. And a pool. Which I'm like, well, damn. This water has gone into the neighbors and into the other neighbors and into their yard drain lines. Well, the homeowner's yard drain lines are stopped up, which means both of the boxes, you've got a box on the left side, a box on the right side, and both of those boxes catch the drain line for the gutter in the back. So all that rainwater in that backyard has gone to those boxes and overflowed the system, and they're holding water, which now it's saturated the ground going back toward the house, which now the water's gone underneath the home and seeped underneath the foundation, showing its ugly face inside the pool elevator shaft. The drain line runs from the backyard to the right side of the house all the way to the front, which is about a good 100 foot, if not a little bit more. The drain line is stopped up because there's a gargantuous oak tree that's probably 1.5 feet in diameter, 15, 20 years old, the house, but the tree is original. The roots have got into the line, stopped it up, and created the headache they have. Come on, Otto. What are you doing? Give me the signal. Tell the dispatcher. Supposed to be rolling here. PNSF 8152 auto dispatch, over. Requesting signal, over. I heard you the first time. Okay, Otto's got his britches in a bunch tonight. So we got another technician who's gonna go out there Monday and do the drain, hydrojetting, clean all that out. Which the homeowner's like, how much is this gonna cost me? I'm like, you're starting off at $800 to $1,200 minimum. I said, first of all, we gotta get a machine inside the 6-inch line, unstop it, get it cleared, and then hydrojet the system from the drain line that is on the back left side of the house from the gutter all the way to the street to get any debris that's built up through the 15-20 years that the house has been built out. That way you have proper flow, and then you can remediate the issue inside. All right, we've got a clear signal. Yeah, hurry up and wait. All right, we are good to go. Bell is rolling. Bail out. Pop it on notch 1. Slowly start pulling on them. Release the brakes. And here we go. EOT is on the move. So I gave him a company for the remediation aspect, but I don't think they're going to use them. But they do have the proper knowledge on preventing moisture from getting into areas you don't want inside the house. And also gave him a quote on putting in a sub pump with the drain, and he's got electricity there. So I'm like, all right, we can pop in a sub pump, but here's what you're looking at. So that's the fun part on that. That quote was about what, $2,300? Yeah, I'm like, that's an all-day job, buddy. All right, we are clear for 30 mph on this switch here. It does say 50. That is a lie. So that was no money on that call. And then during that call, the dispatcher had called and said, hey, your customer that you sold the job for yesterday said city had went out, shut off the meter so you can perform the repair on the building tie-in water riser. I'm like, all right, cool. Which she's all like, the people have no water, which is a furniture store. So that's another commercial building. So that was a clear job, but it's a commercial job, which is done by a property investment firm. Those guys pay, it's like a 30-day wait for the pay on that bullshit. So it's like, I hate that. So honestly, zero money made today. Work done, but no money. So not a good way to start off the fucking week. So we are going downhill. Our grade is negative 0.072. So we're just gonna run dynamics on 3 here. If not 2, just to keep the train at track speed, coming out that switch. We have 0 Cheez-Its, 0 coffee, and 0 drinks. We came completely unprepared tonight. Should be on shifts this weekend, but network shut down on my region for maintenance. Love the 80-hour fortnights guaranteed play. Oh, there you go. Well, that's nice. 40-hour guaranteed pay. See, that's the thing. You know, enjoy it. You know, work is there. You got it, boss. So let's see here. How's music going here? Who 26? Okay. Let's see if we clear that switch here. We are. Turn, camera, train, huh? What you want on here? Oh, four. Oh. We got a tree in the way here, damn it. And trees. It's nighttime, man. You can't see shit. That's the thing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 units on point. We are intermodal train. 5,500 feet just to round it off. All right, we are clear for 6-0. And we've got a green light on the aspect display. And the thing is, we're gonna get up to track speed here, and then we're gonna pop this bad boy into emergency. And that is gonna be this guy right here. And we're gonna want to see what the MFD displays tell me on the reset, because that's what we're wanting to test. Yes, sir. So that was how my week went so far. So tomorrow is Saturday. My wife had, so me and my wife, we are having her birthday, our anniversary, wedding anniversary, and my birthday festival tomorrow. Now, it's about a month late. And the way that goes is her birthday is on April 2nd. Our anniversary of getting together is on April 5th. Our wedding anniversary is April 7th. We've been married, 13 years. Oh, no, yeah. I think 11. No, we've been married a while. But we've been together quite a long time. So we got together, we were together 2 years, and then we got married afterwards. Boom. So a year after marriage, we had Monica, our first daughter. She is 12 this December. So, yeah, quite a long time, practically almost 15 years together. and then my birthday's on the 17th, so 2nd, 5th, 7th, and 17th of April, all together at once. Which personally, I've started to hate the month April, because I'm like, oh my god, I'm just barely coming back after spending a bunch of money during Christmas on vacations and shit. And not even 3 months just to recuperate, which income tax comes and all that fun shit, which you gotta pay your HOA, your taxes, and all that crap from life. What's up, Mr. Samuel? Hello, hello, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you're having a great Friday night. Rolling 34, notch 2, pop it to notch 4, let's get her up there. Start pulling on the bad boys. We are on the Alhambra sub, and we're gonna get this guy up to track speed 60 mph if Otto lets me. Last time I was down here, he kept on running me through the blocks and stopping every freaking 4 miles. But if I let Otto take me where he takes me, he's gonna take me off to the LA sub basin, which is actually right here. Let's get back over here. Otto is gonna take me to right here. So the UP Los Angeles sub, he's gonna be taking me down to CP Dayton off of CP Main, and right here on this track. That's where Otto would take me due to the fact this train symbol is the SBD to Atlanta 9 Z train. So from San Bernardino to Atlanta. So that's where we'd be going. Now, are we in San Bernardino? Well, no, we're on the West Colton. Subscribe, thank you, sir. Subscribe to your channel? Alright, I will. Let me take a look here. If I can. Oh, go to channel, boom. Wow, gotcha. Oh, look at there, NASCAR. Okay, I got you, boss man. Yeah, I like that. Is those alcohol funny cars or no? All right, I got you, boss man. I got you subscribed. I subscribed to your channel. We're rolling 45 mph. Let's get her up to 55, and then we're gonna pop it into emergency. That's gonna be fun. Pop to notch 5, notch 6, notch 7, notch 8. Highball, run 8. Alright, I got you, Mr. Sam. I have subscribed. Pop 100. Boom. There you go. Remind me. There we go. Alright, 5 mph, and so what we'll do is get this guy here. Pop that to 0. Transition the view, and what you're gonna see here is this guy right here is your emergency EOT. That should pop me into emergency. And it just did. That button you never want to press because you will get fired. Because now that thing has just toned the dispatcher saying I went to emergency. And we are going to come to a complete stop. Now, the main thing we're looking for is down here. And I'll show you on the MFD screens. Transition to that. And we're going to get the MFDs and get these a little bit bigger here. Fat. So right now, my MFD screens, which are these guys right here. So that button pops emergency. So right now my MFD says at the bottom, move the automatic brake handle into emergency position. All right, that is in the emergency position. Now it does the countdown. So now I'm gonna move my reverser into neutral. Keep the automatic brake handle in emergency position for 48 seconds. So now it's counting down, which is a good thing. This is one thing I have been wanting. And which is the operator messages. So that thing is operational, which counts down. So the guy that made this it's ELD, External Locomotive Display Screens. It's a program that is functional for RUN8. So now, compared to having to look on the screen in the front view, I can actually, I've got it right here. So now it says center the reverser and move the automatic train brake handle to release. My reverser has already been centered. That tells me on the center. And now I'm going to release. And now we're going to bail out. And we can actually put the reverser into forward. Auto engine stop control active. It is ready to operate. And now we can start proceeding. Pop it into notch 1 and we are good to go. EOT is on the move. Let's pop it to notch 2. All right. That is operational. Cool. I wonder if screen controls are operational. Let's see what they got here on screen controls. So yeah, that is what we're looking at here. We shall get this back down to distributed size. Transition back. So that is a good aspect. If I break my train in half or something like that, I've got the display messages that are telling me what I need to do. Compared to having to figure out on the screen, because sometimes you say, well, did I do this correctly or not? After many times of running. Thank you very much. Yes, sir, Mr. Samuel. I'm out. Good, great night. See y'all soon at the next live stream. Later. All right, take it easy, Mr. CSX. Hello, Mr. Eugene. Doing pretty good, sir. We started late. We're just doing a simple run. Nothing major. I'm playing on campaign mode, doing a couple tests. I got headphones, as you can see, with the built-in microphones. Now, these things are freaking hot. That's the issue. So, I probably just keep them like this on that part. But yeah, I wish these things breathed, and they really don't have much breathing aspect to them. It's nice for the volume for the music and stuff, but Yeah, Broke Bread spent like, I think it was like $60. They're battery operated, so it's Bluetooth Wi-Fi, which I can listen to the music that y'all listen to in game. Dispatching aspect wise, I do not know. I've got to figure that out. I was trying to get the dispatching software to work properly and it did not want to. So I might have to run it through tune-in radio to see what that does. Or we could get a backup on this guy here. So but since we know going, Mic check, 1, 2. Are we good? All right, we're back. Wonder what happened. And that's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna get ourselves lined into LATC. LATC, that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna this guy here. Auto dispatcher off. Okay, so line me out. We're gonna get a green. A yellow, and then we're gonna get a green into the yard. We're gonna line ourselves out into LATC and call it a night, boys and girls. Do a crew shift change. Let them roll out. LATC, yes. Now I've gotta find that fucking yard. Gotta find the yard. LATC yard. And that is on the Alhambra sub, yeah? Yeah, that's Alhambra. UP Fresno. Alhambra, there we go. Alright, cool. Which will just let gravity take effect. We got a green light on the next block, which we lined ourselves out. Industry West Yard, that is it right here. We got a couple of units down here. DPU is taking main 1, main 2 on the lead track. And LATC, Yuma Junction, okay. Page 2 on A. San Bernardino submap, page 2. San Bernardino. Thought that dynamic notch 2. That's Hobart. There you go, LATC intermodal. Okay, cool. That's where we're gonna get lined into right there. Boom. Awesome. And that is where we're gonna go to LATC 46. Slow her down. We got a curve up ahead, which we will just run around the track onto the intermodal ramps and just pop it right there. We'll let them separate the train. Alright, signal up ahead on the next block is going to be a yellow, I believe. Horn, yes, horn, Mr. Nano. Nobody runs it, we're good. Now the $1 million question is, where am I at, mile post? Is it a QZ quiet zone? Brakes. We got dynamics already in play. We're dropping her down. Track speed is 50, at least 60. We're clear on the next block. Switch. Five at the notch one. Alright, so these industries right here to the right of us that we're currently passing is going to be GFF Condiments, Perry Brass Lumber, and Lacar Packaging Corporation. So we're coming up to milepost 498.1 at the next signal, which is right here on the grain. We got another train. We don't have any opposing trains, boss. There's no opposing trains, Mr. Nano. I'm the only guy on this track going out where I'm going. Check it out. Nobody. I am clearly lined into LATC Intermodal Facility. Horn. Yes, sir. There you go. Bell. Alright, green over red on the next block. We're still clear. Which will be going on to the West El Monte. We're gonna clear that. And then you got the which that milepost is 46, 496, and 487. Man, that's about 10 miles. Jeez. Got 10 miles to go. You made the whistle board, no problemo. Man alive. Hypnotize carousel. Little short run tonight. Little short run tonight to LATC Intermodal Facility. If crossing is clear at night and we don't see approach traffic, we generally won't blow horn. Annoys the local residents. The thing is, man, these people decided to live near the railway tracks, blow their ears off. You know, it's funny that people are like, "Oh my God, the trains! I can't stand listening to them." Like, you moved into a train town. You know, there are like 5 set different. You know, it's funny. I'm like, dude, you know, you had to cross 4 sets of tracks and 1 set of tracks just to get into the subdivision, right? It's like, I didn't think the trains were that busy out here, so you should have done your research. I mean, there's 50 to 60 trains a day that come through this town, minimum, depending. So you got the UP that goes east to west from Florida to California. We're at Houston. We're on the Glidden sub. Amtrak comes through here twice a day. I say you got 2 coal trains that pass through here, if not 3 per day, that provide the coal power plant down the road, Smithers Lake. I said that's not including the coal and grain, or the grain trains that come from the north down to Galveston to provide export grain. So then you got 2 to 3 rock trains from the BNSF and the UP that pass through inbound and outbounds, not including your manifests. And then you got your intermodal, plus also you have your auto racks, because there's the Kendleton yard, there's the auto transfer hub there. Yeah, you got UP, KCSM, and BNSF that come right through my subdivision, literally. I can ride a bike 5 minutes and be at the tracks. Milepost 3, 4.5 on the Glidden sub. Look it up. Track speed 38. All right. Drop her down 40. Now it says it's clear for 60, but I believe it's a 40. Well, the thing is, shoot, the download, yeah, they're constantly watching you anyways. That's the thing. They watch you when you're doing whatever you're doing. They've got 24-hour feed surveillance inside the cab. That's the next thing I want to get is a camera, just for view. Get a camera, put right there, the front board camera. Oh, we're on notch 2. Where's his head? Where's it gonna end? Now, I don't know who would want to play pretend in a cemetery, but golly dang. Sounds a little dead to me. Literally. But who knows? You were clear on the block? Alright, green over red on the next block. Okay. Where are we at here? Yeah, 60-60 on both. Milepost 494. Damn, we got quite a ways to go. 495. Yeah. Control point 495. West El Monte. AL 495. Horn. Now sometimes you just run your bell. Because it says no quiet zone here, so we'll blow the horn. Well, the thing is like this, man. Some areas, due to quiet zones, like my house, there's quiet zones. They just put them in. I still get trains that blow the horn through here, which I'm happy as hell whenever they do it. I'm like, all right, good job. You know, piss off the people that move close to the tracks and then decide to complain. It's like you're moved into a railroad town. You don't like trains, get the fuck out. Pardon my French, but it's true, you know? You expect everything to change around what you want, but you move to the place first. It's like, seriously? If you want peace and quiet, go live in the country. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't afford it? Well, shit happens. Deal with it. I can make it peace and quiet for you. Just give me some good fireworks and I'll blow them right beside your eardrums. So, start pulling on the bad boys, going 23 mph. I got a little ways to go here. Build one block, 2, 3, and 4. You got 4 signals till we get to AL788, and then we'll be close to our crossover to the LATC yard, which is an intermodal hub facility. Not in my backyard. No, actually, whenever they were building this house, I was like, well, golly dang. I told my wife, I want a house right here on this lot right here, but that's right beside the tracks. And she's like, hell no. I said, why not? She said, that's too close. I said, all right. I said, but thinking about it, man, all those houses rattle. Their foundations are shot. Because them trains just move that dirt. They move the ground. It's like within, I think it's not even a couple weeks, all the signs in that general area, which are your street signs, all your street signs had been just leaned over. So whichever way gravity decided to take that street sign, started leaning. They got so bad, they started leaning to the street, and people were having to drive around them. Like, damn. So. Oh my goodness, come on. It's always the last couple miles before you get there take the longest. The longest yard, there you go. That's a good movie. La Loquita. Not Jade, how about RUN8? I can hear the EMD powered trains from my property. The V12s and 16s two-strokes have a distinctive rumble. Doesn't bother me because I drive them. Oh yeah. Yeah, the EMD units, they've got here right there, man. We're at CPL Hambro. That's where we're at. We're in that block. We got quite a ways to go, boss. Till we get to that LATC. Get into that yard, just turn it around, call it a night, let the yard dispatch and deal with it the next day. Whistle, train. There's your whistle, Mr. NATO. Here we go again. Now the crossover switch I'm going to be taking is a 30-mile-per-hour crossover switch. So we're going to highball it. Got bangs. I'm out to play, to play, to play. Running away now. All right, medium approach ahead on the next block. All right, here we go. Yeah, track speed 50. Oh boy. Can I get a RIP? Rest in peace, baby. Turning me into an addict. You ever get addicted to rail simulation? A little bit. Gotta ask the wife, can I drive trains tonight? It's my Friday, I got people waiting for me. Build it up high, watch it all come down. Inches in the sky, bring them to the ground. Are we happy yet? No. Can I get a RIP? Alright, let's see what we got here. Well, we're clear. I just ain't hit that block yet. I ain't hit the block. I do got the signal though. Yellow over green, approach medium. So you better step on the gas. Suck on things I don't even want. Something I'm not. Something I'm not. Milepost 481. 488.1. Approaching AL. Yep. Alright, so this is our crossover. Can I get the RIP? Can I get a RIP? The map, look, yeah, we got the map, boss. We already know where we're going. Get our chairs set up here for some yard work. Run some switches. Boy, life's got another friend. He's probably out there fucking her right now. Run our bell. Yeah. Get the bell up and running. $487, okay. 488, okay, so yeah. Here we go. Hit our crossover right here. Aspect display has turned to yellow, which is an approach. Track speed 30 mph on the switch. Yeah, reduction at 30 and 0.8, 20 and 1.1. San Francisco. Hard in the blender. Alright, so this track right here on the left side is our lead track into LATC yard. The one on the right is a siding. So now what we're going to do is get onto this map here. The cut, I need blood in the cut. Now we're going to cross over and then 6,000 feet. Shoot, we're going to sit right there. We might do that. They don't even say what that is. Oh, that's that guy right there. So the company right here to the right side is DNS Ingredient Manufacturing Corporation, which is transferred to Horn. Oh yeah. There you go. Alright, so we've got our tracks we gotta get set up here. To every day, yeah. Alright, here we go. a restricting up ahead. It's gonna be all stop. That does go onto that. Wow, that's straight track in. Bell off, I'm in a residential, buddy. I'm gonna run my bell. I'm in a quiet zone. The Metrolink River Sub. Yeah, whenever you're gonna be stopping and doing train movements, you're gonna be having your bell on, boss. Pero nah. Track speed of 1.5 and 2.4 miles. We're gonna be entering the yard. So now this track to the left, this track is technically the yard lead. Storage track. Ok, puro madricando o algo así como esto. Necesito en la casa. Yeah, I'm rolling 20, boss. I know. I got 15 and 1.5 miles. We're dropping her down to Chinatown. Yes, sir. $10 million. But don't worry, I'll make sure you won't forget it. Yes, sir, Mr. Nano. Don't worry, I won't forget it. Buddy, you'll never find a simulator like mine. What you gotta offer? No, very nice. All right, we are almost there. We got one more curve, I believe, and we're going to be coming up to it. Yes. 1 mph is nothing to worry about. I know, right? We're rolling 1.7, baby. Don't worry. Rolling 1.7. Honestly, I always like to freaking stop right before the yard switch, wherever, just line everything out that I need to get lined out. That way I just mosey into the yard like a snail, just taking my time. Because this is going to be our switch that we're going to take into effect, I believe. Because what I'm going to do is... Yeah, that is green, so he's got me switched on to the main. But no, we're gonna go the other way. There is our yard on the other side of this bridge right here. And that is a beautiful city of LA, Los Angeles, California. See the big old buildings in the background. We're gonna come to a complete stop. Alright, let's get everything lined out right here in this yard. And we are all stopped. Venus F, 8152, all stopped at Yard Entry Track 2 LATC Intermodal Facility. 3. Now remember, boys and girls, you gotta line your switches out and lock them to their normal position whenever you're done passing over them. Our aspect display has switched to green. Yes, see, there's our flashing red right there. Now that guy goes around to the intermodal ramps. So we can run it around that way. 3. Eight. We will take him to, where are we going to take him to? Oh, those are the ramps. That goes around that way. Ah, okay, I got you. So we will take him to the first one. Yeah, we'll let him go straight to this guy here. And we'll come back around, so we should be good on that part. Yeah, so we're going intermodal ramp 1. 833. Alright, 1. Good night, Mr. Greg. Yes, sir. Good night. See you later, everybody. Yes, sir, Mr. Eugene. If I was route assessing, you'd say approach was canceled and safe. Oh, indeed. Well, yeah, that's what we're going to do to Otto on that part. I'm going to tell him the dispatcher and let him know. Diaz Mena and Tone. Slow it down, baby. Slow it down. Well, yeah, I'm rolling into the yard, boss. Bell is on. You're gonna be on all the way till I come to a complete stop. That is a sharp turn. Oh yeah, I know. I think it'll be quite fun. Now the startup process and everything, I do not. I've seen it done a little bit, but that'd be something where it's already set up. But getting all the information put into PTC screens, and then getting the unit up and running, gen field and all that fun stuff. Yeah, it can be done. And now one thing I do like, Mr. Greg, I like playing with the conductor. If I'm doing yard work and that conductor's on the ground, hell, I'm in here operating these guys like I'm blindfolded. It is quite fun. Lead ramp 226. Now we are technically 5,337 feet. This ramp is 800 feet long. I am not gonna fit in here. So we're just gonna run this guy around. Now we could run a forward time down and just let the yard crew deal with that, because they've got some units over here somewhere. No, there is nobody in the yard. Nothing. This is the first intermodal train coming into the LATC yard. Just for the fun of it. The light don't get turned off, big dog. Not Mr. Nano. That light don't get turned off until you come to a complete stop. As long as that locomotive is moving, that light stays on. You got your bell going because you're in a work zone. And normally you can toot the bell if you want. Three. That's gonna go all the way around to there. Okay, 8. That's where I can switch my daytime. Because I can't see nothing on that switch. There we go. That switch is gonna get thrown to the opposite direction back into the yard. Yeah, we are all red up ahead. I know, I gotta get my, now I do have a train man lantern, but I want to get one of the LED ones. So as you can see in the simulator here in the cab, they've got a GE in-cab display. I do have a in-cab display signal. So next thing I want to work on is getting the fan. 3. Throw that back into the normal operation position. 8. And look at that, we fit perfect, baby. All stop. All stop. Here we go. There's the end of our train. Bell is off. Well, we are good to go, baby. We are all set. Parking brake applied. Reverser in neutral. Train brake applied. And we are good. Man, that's awesome. Check that out. We made it into LATC yard. We've actually looped around. Our train is pretty big if you want to take a look at it. Check this out. Get up in the sky over here. Get up into the smokestack, that way you can see a bird's eye view. And that's a coal-fired plant right there. We'll come up right here to the smokestack. See, that would be one cool thing. See, you get a camera put up here or something that goes and views the rail yard. So we came off the main, and we've got our mouse right here, just points everything out, but the end of our train actually fits right perfectly into the intermodal hub, but my train goes from there all the way around to there. So normally it would have just shoved me out that way and I would have done a U-turn pretty much, but there you go. But yeah, running at night on in this area right here is quite fun. You've got the LA River Basin right there. You've got a lot of rock that they use for the track maintenance. And then yeah, LA City right there. So yard crews will take apart the train, offload it, and then load what needs to be loaded on it. That's it. So we got to where we get it intact and in clear. Yes, sir. Great drive. Thank you, Mr. Nano, for the bells and whistles and all the fun stuff. Thank you for tuning in. Comments, they do help a lot on the algorithms. If you haven't subscribed, hit that like and subscribe button. It does help out, and it gives me drive to keep operating locomotives. And that is it for the night. we made it into the yard and we're all good to rock and roll. So as I always do say, it's 1 o'clock. We started at what, 10:30, 3-hour drive. Quite fun. Share this with your friends, your family, your aunts, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your cats and your dogs, and the rats and roaches down the street. BNSF 4178 out.
Yeah.